Imagine walking into a really, really busy room. Like maybe it is a boardroom at your job or, just a totally crowded
Well,
restaurant.
talking exactly what kind of room you mean.
Oh, loud.
Lots of people.
Right. And before you even open your mouth to say a single word, every person in that room they stop what they're doing.
They just freeze.
Yeah, they turn, they look at you, and they decide right then and there that they want to hear exactly what you have to say.
That is such a powerful image.
It really is. They trust you. I mean, they just want to follow your lead. And that incredible magnetic feeling is not just some lucky guess.
No, not at all.
It is the exact energy we are looking at in the sky for you right now. So welcome back to Horoscope TV.
We are so glad you're here.
We really are. And if you are a Leo, or if you have a very special Leo in your life, you really need to pull up a chair and listen closely.
Because this week is a huge one.
Exactly. We are looking at the exact window of time from March 30 to April 5, 2026. And our mission for this episode is very, very simple.
So simple. We are going to carefully look at the latest astrological charts.
Yes, the astro data. We are going to analyze all of that to figure out exactly how you can use this massive spotlight to your total advantage.
That is exactly what we're going to do.
Yeah.
And if we look at a clear overview of the astrological charts for this week, the main story for you, the listener, well, it's really about your long-term goals.
Big picture stuff.
Right. It is about how people see you in public. Because you are stepping into this well-deserved leadership role right now.
People are finally noticing all your hard work.
They absolutely are.
Yeah.
But we also have to remember a very old rule here. With big power comes the need for total balance.
Oh, that is such a good point. And I want to stop right there and explain how we actually figure this out. Because we do not just, guess what is going to happen to you.
No, not at all. It is all right there in the data.
Right. When we talk about your week, we actually track where the planets are moving in the sky. We look at the moon phases.
And most importantly, how those paths cross in your specific chart.
Exactly. It is like a giant clock above our heads. When the hands of the clock point to certain numbers or when they make certain shapes together, it creates different types of energy that you actually feel down here on Earth.
That is a great way to describe it.
Thanks. So we are going to analyze all of that astro data for you today, and we are going to keep it very, very simple. No big words.
Yes, simple is best. The easiest way to understand it is that the planets are, well, they are like actors on a stage.
Okay, I like that. Actors on a stage.
And this week, the stage they're walking onto is the very top of your chart.
Yeah.
Like the highest point.
The part everyone can see.
Exactly. Your career, your public image, your reputation. And the first big actor to walk onto that stage is the planet Venus.
Oh, Venus.
Yes. On March 30, Venus moves into the sign of Taurus.
Now, let us break down what that actually means. Because I know a lot of people hear the word Venus and they immediately think of like love, romance, giving people roses.
Oh, sure. Valentine's Day stuff.
Right. But Venus is actually about a lot more than that, isn't it?
It is about so much more. When Venus moves into Taurus, it shoots this giant boost of great energy right into your work sector.
So it is lighting up your career path.
Totally lighting it up.
Yeah.
So if March 30 hits and you suddenly feel like asking for a raise or asking for a promotion.
Or maybe even starting a brand new business.
Yes, that is the Venus energy talking to you. It is entirely the Venus energy.
But wait, to understand why the planet of love is helping your career, we have to look at what Venus really rules, right?
Right.
Ugh.
Yes, it rules love, but at its core, Venus actually rules value.
Value, like what things are actually worth.
Exactly. It rules money, it rules beauty and charm. And Taurus, well, Taurus is an earth sign.
Meaning it is very solid.
Very solid. It is heavy, and it loves building wealth slowly and surely. So think about it. When the planet of value sits in the solid earth sign of Taurus, right at the very top of your career chart,
Oh, I see where this is going.
it works its magic by making you highly valuable to other people. It smooths out your conversations.
It makes your bosses, your clients, your coworkers look at you and finally see what you are truly worth.
You hit the nail on the head.
Okay, I want to give a picture for that. Because having Venus move into your work zone in Taurus, it is exactly like putting on a brand new, sharp, perfectly tailored suit.
Oh, I love that analogy.
Right. You know that feeling. You put it on, you look in the mirror, and you just, you stand a little taller.
You feel like $1,000,000.
Exactly. And when you walk into the office wearing that suit, you do not even have to ask people to respect you. The suit does the talking.
Yes, the presence speaks for itself.
That is what Venus is doing for your public image starting on March 30. You just have this incredible glow.
That is a very, very accurate picture. You are wearing that sharp new suit, and it gives you a very deep confidence.
And you are going to need that confidence,
Right,
Stefan.
because it leads us right into another amazing setup in the astro charts just a few days later.
Okay, what happens next?
Well, on April 3, the planet Mercury and the planet Jupiter form a very friendly angle in the sky. In astrology, we call this a trine.
Let us pause and explain what a friendly angle is, just to keep it simple.
Sure.
If the sky is a giant circle, a friendly angle means these two planets are sitting like about a third of the way apart.
Right, they're not fighting.
No, they are not bumping into each other at all. They are basically looking at each other from across the room and giving each other a big thumbs up.
A cosmic thumbs up.
Exactly. They are sharing their energy completely freely.
That is exactly it. The energy just flows without any roadblocks. And think about who is sharing this energy here.
Mercury and Jupiter.
Right. Mercury is the planet that rules how we talk, how we write, and how we share ideas.
And Jupiter is the big one.
Jupiter's huge. It is the planet of big growth, massive luck, and taking huge leaps forward.
So when Mercury and Jupiter give each other that thumbs up on April 3, it basically gives you the exact right words to use in any situation.
It really does. So if you have a big meeting on April 3, you're going to know exactly what to say before the other person even asks the question.
That is basically a superpower.
It is. You will have the perfect pitch to win over an important client. Or, you might find yourself signing a contract that brings a lot of money into your life.
Just because your natural Leo power is shining so bright.
Exactly. People genuinely want to follow your lead because your ideas just sound so big and so smart.
Okay, but I am looking at the astrological charts right now, and I have to push back on this a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
Because we are painting a very, very pretty picture here. You have a new sharp suit on March 30, and you are signing big contracts with the perfect words on April 3.
Right. Sounds great.
It does. But right between those two dates, on March 31st, there is a giant red warning light in the astro data.
Ah, yes. March 31st.
It says the energy with your boss is messy and confusing. So I have to ask, if I'm wearing my Magic Venus suit, why am I having a terrible Tuesday at the office?
That is such a fair question. And the answer is because the sky's always moving.
Right.
No single planet controls everything all at once. Even during a week where your career is shooting up like a rocket, you can still hit a pocket of bad weather.
A little turbulence.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the charts show that on March 31st, there's some very cloudy, confusing energy.
What does that look like in real life?
Well, you might have a simple misunderstanding with a manager. Or you might face a really frustrating delay on a big project.
Like an email gets lost.
Yeah, you might send an email that gets completely misread, or a meeting gets canceled at the last minute and just throws your whole week off.
Oh, man. So it is kind of like you are wearing that brand new sharp suit, and right as you walk into the building, a car drives by and splashes a giant puddle of muddy water right onto your pant leg.
Yes, that is exactly what it feels like. And the real test of this week is how you react to the mud.
Right. What do you do?
Do you stand on the sidewalk and scream at the car? Do you go home and quit your job?
I mean, if you are a Leo who is feeling very proud, you might really want to scream at the car.
You might really want to. But the charts tell us that is the worst possible choice.
So what is the best choice?
The absolute best way to handle the muddy puddle on March 31 is to stay completely professional. Do not let your hot emotions take over.
Just take a deep breath.
Yes. Use your strong organization skills to just glide right past the problem.
So if there is a delay, use the extra time to double-check your work.
Exactly. If there's a misunderstanding with your boss, do not argue. Just politely ask them to clarify what they actually need.
Just keep it cool.
Keep it very cool, because this messy energy is very short. If you stay calm and act like a true leader, the mud will dry, you can brush it off, and you will be perfectly ready for that big lucky break on April 3.
I like that a lot. Keep your cool when the delay happens because the big contract is coming just a few days later.
Exactly.
Do not ruin the big win by losing your temper over a small delay.
That is the most important advice for March 31st.
Now, since your work life is speeding up so much, and you look so good and so valuable to the public, it is going to have a very real effect on your bank account, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Looking good and sounding smart naturally turns into making money.
It really does. When Venus sits in your career zone, The financial rewards usually follow right behind the
They
compliments.
almost always do.
Because Venus entered your career zone on March 30, your money outlook is incredible. But the astro data is very specific here.
Yes, it is.
It is not just about finding a $20 bill on the sidewalk. This is about your career pay and your long-term investments.
Right. The focus here is on solid, growing wealth.
Yeah.
Because you look so good to the people in charge, you are very likely to get a bonus, a formal raise, or even a completely new job offer that brings in much more money than you are making right now.
Because Venus makes people want to pay you what you are actually worth.
Exactly.
And because the charts show this heavy focus on the long term, this is the perfect week to be very mature with your money.
Very mature.
Like, if you get that raise, do not just leave it sitting in a checking account. This is the exact right time to sit down and meet with a money expert.
Talk about the future.
Yeah, talk about retirement plans or look at safe stock choices. You want to take the extra money coming in and, like, plant it in the ground so it grows into a tree.
Planting it in the ground is the perfect way to describe Taurus energy. Taurus wants things to grow slowly and safely.
But there's a but here, isn't there?
There's a very big but. We have to talk about the danger of pulling the plant out of the ground before it even grows.
Oh, no.
There's a very big warning that shows up in the charts for April 5.
I saw this, and it is a major warning. On April 5, the sun is in a tense angle with Jupiter.
Yes.
Now, earlier we talked about a friendly angle where the planets give each other a thumbs up. A tense angle is the exact opposite.
Call it a square.
Right, a square. It means the planets are sitting at a sharp 90-degree corner from each other.
Which causes friction.
So much friction. Think of two cars arriving at a four-way stop sign at the exact same time from different directions.
And neither car wants to yield.
Exactly. Neither car wants to yield. They both hit the gas, and they just crash right in the middle.
That is exactly how a tense angle feels. And the two planets crashing here are very, very important.
The sun and Jupiter.
Right. The sun is the ruling planet for Leo. The sun represents your core self, your heart, your pride, and your ego.
And Jupiter, as we said before, is the planet that always wants more.
It is a giant magnifying glass. So when your ego and the planet of more are fighting at a busy intersection, everything inside you feels huge.
Huge in what way?
Your happiness is huge, your hopefulness is huge, and your pride is massive.
Wait, I have to ask, because feeling huge happiness and huge hopefulness, well, that sounds like a wonderful thing.
It does sound nice.
So why is the astro data telling us this is a dangerous day?
Because that huge inflated feeling can easily trick you into making terrible choices.
Mm-hmm.
When your ego is that big, you want everyone to look at you. You want to show off your wealth to strangers.
So you start spending.
Exactly. The charts warn that your ego might tempt you to spend a massive amount of money on a flashy luxury item that you absolutely do not need.
Oh, I see. It is exactly like going to the grocery store when you are starving.
Oh, that is the worst time to go.
The absolute worst. You skip lunch, your stomach is growling, and you walk into the store to buy healthy vegetables for the week.
But you do not buy vegetables.
No. Because your brain is starving, you lose all your common sense. You walk right past the vegetables and you go straight to the bakery.
And you buy the cake.
You end up buying the most expensive, flashy, sugary cake they have. It looks amazing right then, and, eating it feels great for about 5 minutes.
But it's not actually feed you.
Exactly. It does not help your long-term health at all.
That is a perfect way to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
On April 5, your ego is that starving brain in the grocery store. It wants the flashy cake.
It wants the shiny watch.
Or the expensive car part, or the designer shoes right now. Just to feel good and make other people stare.
Just showing off.
Right. And the danger is not just about buying things. Your huge ego might also make you promise someone something you absolutely cannot deliver.
What do you mean by that? Like making a fake promise?
Exactly. Because Jupiter makes you feel so hopeful, you might think you can do literally anything.
Oh, boy.
Someone might ask you, can you fund my new business? Or can you finish this massive project by tomorrow?
And your inflated ego will say, yes, absolutely, I can do that.
But when you actually look at your bank account or look at the hours in the day,
Mm-hmm.
you realize you made a promise you cannot keep.
That is a terrible position to be in. But I want to defend the listener here for a second.
Okay, go for it.
If they are a Leo, they are ruled by the sun. They are supposed to be a little flashy, right? They are supposed to love the spotlight and enjoy nice things. So why is it so bad for them to buy something nice for themselves this week after they just got a raise?
It is not bad to enjoy nice things at all. The problem this week is the motivation behind it and the timing.
The timing is off.
Way off. The astrological charts are very clear that you need to use this specific Venus energy to build a solid money base.
Right, plant the tree.
If you waste the money on shiny things just to impress strangers you will never see again, you are throwing away a rare chance to build real, lasting wealth.
You are trading a secure future for a 5-minute ego boost.
Exactly. You want to buy the nice things later using the interest from your solid investments, not using the raw money you just earned.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. Build the solid foundation first. Do not let the April 5 energy trick you into eating the whole cake.
Step away from the cake.
Seriously. Now, we have seen how this powerful energy is affecting your work and how it is swelling up your bank account. But humans are not just workers and spenders.
No, we are lovers too.
Exactly. All of this success at work makes you incredibly magnetic. People are drawn to your confidence.
They really are.
So let us look at how this exact same astro data spills over into your heart.
The love and romance sector of your chart is deeply tied to your work dreams this week. The lines on the astrological charts connect the two areas very strongly.
Starting on March 30, because Venus is sitting so high up in your chart.
Right up there at the peak where everyone can see it.
Yes. You are putting out a very strong signal. You are super magnetic.
Yes, and because your mind is so focused on your career and your goals right now, you are very likely to find yourself drawn to someone who shares that ambition.
Someone on your level.
Exactly. You might look up to someone in your line of work. Maybe it is someone who has the exact kind of career you want to build, or someone who is leading a big, exciting project.
You are attracted to their drive.
And they are completely attracted to your natural charm and your shiny new confidence.
That sounds like a power couple in the making.
It really does.
And if you are already in a steady, loving relationship, this energy is fantastic for you too.
Very much so.
This is an amazing time for you and your partner to sit down and cheer each other on. You can support each other's big career goals.
Celebrate the wins together.
Yes. If you get that raise or they get a big win at work, it is a week where sharing your success brings you much closer as a couple.
It can be a beautiful time of shared growth.
Yeah.
But just like with the money, there is a serious warning sign in the charts.
There usually is.
When you mix love and heavy ambition, the temperature gets very hot. And there's a danger zone coming up on April 3.
April 3. Wait, this is the same day you have that great friendly angle for signing contracts?
Yes, the same day.
But in the love department, things look very different. On April 3, Venus makes a harsh angle, another one of those tense squares with the planet Pluto.
And we really have to talk about Pluto.
Because it is not a light and happy planet, is it?
No, Pluto is a very intense, very heavy planet. In the old stories, Pluto rules the underworld, the basement.
The hidden places.
Exactly. So in astrology, Pluto brings up all the deep, hidden things we do not want to talk about. It brings up secrets, the need for control, and very often deep jealousy.
Oh, wow. So if I am hearing this right, you have Venus, the planet of love and feeling beautiful, crashing at an intersection with Pluto, the planet of hidden jealousy and control.
Yes.
That sounds like a recipe for a terrible date night.
It is a strong warning. This harsh angle warns that deep jealousy or fighting for control in your relationship could easily bubble up to the surface.
Just out of nowhere.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
If you are not careful, this dark energy could ruin a perfectly nice evening out with your partner.
But why does this happen right now? Why, when everything at work is going so well and I'm feeling so confident, does this dark jealousy suddenly appear on April 3?
Because the stakes feel a lot higher when your ambition is turned all the way up. You are putting a massive amount of energy into your public image and your goals.
You want to be the boss at work.
Right. But when you come home, you cannot be the boss of your relationship.
Oh, that is a great point.
Pluto brings up hidden fears. Maybe you have a hidden fear that your partner is more successful than you.
Or maybe your partner feels like you are leaving them behind because you are working so hard.
Exactly. Or maybe you just feel like you are losing control of your personal life because your job is demanding so much of your time.
It is like trying to dance a very fast, very passionate tango right in the middle of a serious board meeting.
That is a wild image, but yes.
It is exciting and there is a lot of heat, but someone is probably going to get their toes stepped on if you do not share the floor properly.
Someone will definitely get hurt.
You are bringing all this intense, ambitious, I am the boss energy into your living room, which is a space that usually needs softness and listening.
That is the exact problem. A tango in a board meeting is a perfect picture of Venus crashing into Pluto. You cannot treat your partner like an employee, and you cannot let fear turn you into a controlling person.
So true love right now needs equal respect.
It needs a willing heart to compromise.
So I want to give the listener a practical tool here. If a Leo listener wants to avoid stepping on their partner's toes, what is the best way to dodge this Pluto jealousy trap on April 3?
How do they get through the evening without starting a massive fight?
Yes, exactly.
The only way to win against Pluto is to let go of control. You must focus entirely on generous compromise.
Generous compromise.
Yes. If you feel that hot flash of jealousy, or if you feel the strong urge to control the plans for the night.
Like telling them where to eat, what time to leave, what to talk about.
Exactly. If you feel that happening, you must take a deep breath and step back.
Hmm.
Ask your partner what they want to do.
And just listen.
Listen to their answer without trying to change their mind.
Hmm.
By being generous and letting go of the need to steer the ship, you take all the negative power away from Pluto.
Generous compromise.
Yeah.
So on April 3, let them pick the movie. Let them pick the restaurant.
Just let them leave.
And if they get a promotion, cheer for them louder than you cheer for yourself. Just enjoy their company and leave the boss energy at the office.
Exactly. Leave the boss energy at the office.
Now think about everything we have talked about so far. You are working hard. You are dealing with confusing boss energy. You are earning money, fighting off your ego, and trying to dodge jealousy in your relationship.
That is a lot for 1 week.
It takes a massive amount of physical energy. Your body is carrying all of this weight, and your chart has a very loud message about what your physical body needs right now to survive this week.
We absolutely cannot ignore the physical side of this astrological forecast. The body takes the toll of all our heavy ambitions.
It really does.
The drive to succeed is running so hot in your chart right now, it is very easy to forget that you are a human being who actually needs to rest.
We are not machines.
No, we are not.
Yeah.
If you are not disciplined with your health, this heavy focus on work could lead to total, complete burnout.
And the universe is going to send a very clear, very bright signal about this on April 2. There is a full moon on April 2, and it happens in the sign of Libra.
Yes, the full moon. In astrology, a full moon happens when the sun and the moon are standing on exact opposite sides of the earth, staring right at each other.
The moon is fully lit up by the sun.
Right. It acts like a giant spotlight in the dark, bringing hidden things up to the surface. And this specific full moon lights up your communication zone.
So the spotlight is shining on how you talk to people.
Yes.
The astrodata says this full moon asks you to speak your truth. It pushes you to clear up any old, lingering arguments you might have with your brothers, your sisters, or even your close neighbors.
It does. Libra is the sign of the scales. It is always looking for fairness and balance.
It hates conflict.
It hates conflict, but it also hates holding on to unfair situations. So the Libra moon wants you to balance the scales in your daily conversations.
Okay, I have to stop and push back on this because I'm looking at the health section of the charts.
What does it say?
It says, this full moon is a loud reminder to slow down and listen to your tired body. But it also says, I need to go talk to my neighbor or my sister about an old argument. That sounds incredibly strange. How does clearing up an argument with the guy who lives next door have anything to do with my physical health? How does that stop my burnout?
I completely understand why that sounds strange. We usually think of talking and physical pain as two totally different things.
Very different things.
But we have to analyze how the body and the mind are connected. When you hold in stress from work, or when you bite your tongue and hold back your true thoughts from people you see every day.
Like your siblings or your neighbors.
Exactly. You do not just hold those unsaid words in your brain. Your body actually stores that unsaid tension.
It stores it.
Yes. It turns the unspoken words into physical pain. For a Leo, that pain is usually stored right in your upper back, your neck, and your shoulders.
Oh, wow. So you were literally walking around carrying the heavy physical weight of the argument you never had.
You are. Every time you see your neighbor and fake a smile, your shoulders get a little tighter.
That is wild.
The mind and the body share the same space. So when the Libra full moon tells you to speak your truth and clear the air calmly, it is actually giving you a medical prescription.
Because clearing the air clears the muscles.
Exactly. When you finally have that calm, fair conversation with your sister or your neighbor, you literally clear the tension from your muscles. The physical relief in your back and shoulders can be immediate.
That makes so much sense. It reminds me of how a smartphone works.
Oh, I like smartphone analogies.
Think about it. If you keep too many apps running in the background, you have the work app open, the money app open, the romance app open, and the unresolved argument with your sister app open, the battery drains incredibly fast.
Because it is trying to process everything at once.
Exactly. The phone gets hot, it gets slow, and eventually the screen just goes black. You burn out.
Right.
This full moon on April 2 is telling you to swipe up and close all those background apps. It is telling you to plug the phone into the wall and let it recharge.
Yes, plug in and recharge. And the astrological charts give very specific practical ways you need to do this during the week.
Like what?
Well, first, you must take actual physical breaks during your workday. You cannot just sit at your desk for 8 hours straight.
The charts are very firm about this. You need to stand up and stretch your muscles. You need to physically turn your head away and rest your eyes from those bright computer screens.
And to deal with that specific back and shoulder tension we just talked about, the charts suggest getting a deep muscle massage, if you can afford it.
And if not?
If not, doing gentle, restful yoga on your living room floor will help release all that heavy stress you're carrying.
And we absolutely cannot forget the most basic, most important need of all.
Sleep.
Yes, you must get enough sleep every single night this week. You cannot stay up until 2 in the morning answering work emails.
No, your immune system desperately needs that deep, uninterrupted sleep to stay strong.
Especially when your stress levels are running this high from all the career growth, your immune system just drops.
Sleep is your best shield against getting sick.
Taking care of your physical container is the only way you will be able to enjoy the success that is coming your way. I mean, a sharp new suit does not look good if you are too exhausted to stand up straight.
That is the honest truth. Close the laptop, forgive your neighbor, stretch your back, and go to bed early.
Now, to keep that perfect balance in your life, you also need to know who is going to help you this week and who is going to drag you down.
Because not everyone is on your wavelength.
Exactly. Not everyone in the zodiac is going to be helpful while you are trying to build your empire.
Knowing the energies of the people around you is one of the most helpful parts of analyzing the astro data. It can save you a massive amount of trouble and wasted time.
It really can. So let us look at your matches, your colors, and your numbers. We will start with the good news.
The best match.
Yes. Your absolute best match to work with or spend time with this week is the sign of Aquarius.
Aquarius is a wonderful match for Leo right now. To understand why, we look at the elements.
Right, fire and air and all that.
Exactly. Leo is a fire sign. You are burning hot, passionate, and fast.
Yeah.
Aquarius is an air sign.
And what happens when you add air to a fire?
The fire grows. It gets bigger and brighter.
Exactly. They feed your creative fire. The charts show that an Aquarius will give you very smart, very exciting ideas.
Because while you are totally focused on climbing the ladder and getting big results, the Aquarius mind works differently.
They think totally outside the box.
They do. They show you a path you did not even know was there.
And what makes them so helpful right now is how they handle emotions. Because, let's be honest, Leos can run very hot, very passionate, and sometimes a little bit dramatic.
Just a little bit.
But Aquarius energy is logical. It is calm and cool. They are able to step back and look at a messy situation without getting tangled up in the heavy feelings.
Which is exactly what you need.
It helps you, the Leo, see the big picture without getting lost in your own stress.
Yes, an Aquarius acts as the perfect cool breeze to your hot fire. They keep you burning bright without letting you burn out of control.
I love that.
And the best part about this match right now, they support your big dreams without an ounce of jealousy.
Oh, wow. So while Pluto is trying to stir up dark jealousy in your romance...
Right. An Aquarius partner or friend is just genuinely happy to see you shine. Working together, the two of you can build something truly great that helps your entire community.
That is fantastic. The cool breeze to the hot fire. But if there is a cool breeze, there is also a brick wall.
Oh, yes. The worst match.
Your worst match this week, the sign you really need to avoid working with, is Taurus.
Yes. The dynamic between Leo and Taurus this week is very, very difficult. Both of these signs are what we call fixed signs.
What does that mean?
That means they are both very strong, very loyal, but incredibly stubborn. They do not like to change their minds.
And right now, they want completely different things.
Exactly. You, the Leo, want to fly. You want fast action, big results, new suits, and huge contracts.
And Taurus?
Taurus is an earth sign. Taurus wants to sit perfectly still.
The charts say they are slow and routine-oriented, and that slow speed is going to completely crash into your urgent need to move fast.
They want safe, boring, predictable routines.
And for a Leo who is ready to take on the world and conquer the office this week, a boring routine is going to make you feel like you are locked in a cage.
It is a massive clash of energy. Fire wants to burn upward, Earth wants to pull downward, and we have to bring up that specific warning for April 5 again here.
Right, April 5. We talked about how the energy that day is wild and unstable because your ego, the sun, is fighting with Jupiter, the planet of more.
Exactly. Because the energy inside you is so wild and inflated on April 5, if you try to work on a project with a Taurus that day, it could be a total disaster.
Just sparks flying everywhere.
The Taurus might refuse to compromise on a tiny little detail. And because your ego is already so big that day, their stubborn refusal could lead to a massive, loud, explosive fight.
The kind of fight where people say things they cannot take back. A fight that ruins the working relationship forever.
Yes, permanent damage. Therefore, the absolute best advice we can pull from the charts is this. Do not work on any big, important projects with the Taurus this week.
Just stay away.
Do not try to force them to move at your speed. Just avoid the collaboration completely if you can. Wait until the energy shifts next week.
Trying to work with the Taurus this week sounds exactly like trying to drive a fast sports car while the emergency brake is pulled all the way up.
Oh, that is a great image.
You are pressing the gas pedal to the floor, the engine is screaming, there is smoke coming off the tires, but you are not actually moving forward. You're just ruining the car.
That is a very accurate picture of a Leo and a Taurus trying to share a steering wheel on April 5.
Speaking of April 5, I noticed a very interesting detail from the astro data here.
Let's hear it.
Let's look at your lucky numbers and colors. Your color of the week is gold. The exact color code is hashtag FFD700 if you want to look it up on a screen.
Beautiful color.
Very Leo. And your lucky numbers are 1, 19, 27, 31, 46, and 59. But look at the best dates listed in the chart.
Yeah.
The charts list your 2 best dates of the week as April Fest and, wait for it, April 5.
Yes, April 5.
Wait, I absolutely have to push back on this. How in the world can April 5 be listed as a best date? We just spent a huge amount of time talking about how April 5 is a dangerous day for overspending on flashy cakes, a dangerous day for making fake promises, and a day where you might have a permanent screaming fight with a Taurus.
You are completely right.
That sounds like the worst day of the week, not the best.
I am so glad you pointed that out because it reveals a fascinating double-edged sword in astrology.
The double-edged sword.
Yes. When a day has huge, massive power, like April 5 does with the sun crashing into Jupiter, that power does not have a set direction. It can go in 2 completely different ways.
So it is just raw energy.
Think of it like raw electricity. Electricity can burn your house down if the wires are crossed,
Yeah.
or it can light up your entire city and run a hospital. The energy itself is not good or bad. It is just powerful.
Oh, wow. Okay, I see where you're going with this.
April 5 has massive potential for growth. If you are aware of the traps, if you keep your ego in check, if you avoid spending money on flashy things you do not need, and if you stay away from stubborn partners, that massive energy can be used for good.
So you steer the car yourself.
You take that giant Jupiter energy and aim it at your career. It can actually be your single best day for making a massive leap in your personal growth. The power is sitting right there. You just have to be the one holding the steering wheel carefully.
That makes total sense. The energy is big and wild. You just have to be the boss of the energy instead of letting the energy be the boss of you.
Very well said.
Dodge the bakery, avoid the emergency brake Taurus, and use that huge April 5 electricity to jump your career forward.
Exactly. You have the map and the tools now to make the absolute most of it.
Well, we have covered an amazing amount of ground today. From Venus putting you in a sharp new suit and making you valuable, to calming down your mind so your back stops hurting, to finding your perfect Aquarius partner to feed your fire.
It is a lot to take in.
It really is. As we wrap up this week's forecast, I want to leave you with a final thought to chew on.
A little something to think about as you walk through the week ahead.
Since your lucky color this week is gold, and your main focus is on how the public sees you, I want you to think about what gold really means to you in your life.
What is real gold?
Exactly. Is gold just the shiny jewelry you wear to impress strangers you do not even know at the grocery store? Or is it the solid gold standard work you do that actually helps your community when you team up with your friends?
That is powerful.
Think about what kind of gold you want to build your foundation with.
That is a wonderful, deep question to carry with you as you step into your leadership role this week.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode on Horoscope TV. We always love looking at the charts with you and helping you prepare for the days ahead.
We really do.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can get notified the exact second our next episode is available. Take care of yourself, Leo. Keep your cool, and we will see you next time.
Wishing you a wonderful, successful, and perfectly balanced week ahead. Goodbye.